think some of you parents might appreciate these couple of jokes that I'm about to tell you just before you switch off and say that you've watched the video. Every household should have one of these books, Laugh on the Loo. Second, ready? We child-proofed our home 3 years ago, and they're still getting in. Secondly, a child was in the garden filling a hole when his neighbour peered over the fence. The neighbour asked the child what he was doing. "My goldfish died," replied the tearful child, "and I've just buried him." The neighbour was concerned. "That's a really big hole for a goldfish." The child patted down the heap of earth and replied, "That's because he's inside your cat." I hope you laughed. It's okay to laugh. It really is. And I know there's a lot of stuff going on and a lot of pain and a lot of anxiety at this present time, and maybe things aren't funny for you. And I know that, and I'm not belittling everything that's going on. I understand a lot of that pain. I listen to the briefings most days, and they are filled with stories, negative stories, and it's easy to be pulled down by them. But I want to share with you something that I feel you can take or leave, but I want to share it with you anyhow, that I thought about this morning. I thought about the whole thing of joy and laughter. And I watch with Wendy late at night, just before we're going to bed, because we've recorded them all, or we keep them on record, a programme called Would I Lie to You? It's a quiz show, two teams competing against each other, and it's a kind of modern day version of Call My Bluff. And it's probably strange for you to hear that from someone like me with the kind of job that I do, Would I Lie to You? But it's so much fun listening to it, and both of us are in hysterics when we're listening to the kind of stories they tell. And you can catch it on TV if you want to, that's fine, and hopefully you can have a laugh as well. But it is so important to be able to laugh, and I want to share with you two passages of scripture just to prove my point very briefly this morning. And I'm going to look to the side because I can't memorise them. I'm hopeless at memorising things, but I'm going to read them to you anyhow, okay? Proverbs 17 verse 22. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit saps a person's strength. And Psalm 126 verse 2. Then our mouths were filled with laughter and our tongues with songs of joy. It's okay to laugh. I want to encourage you to laugh. Actually, when we laugh, I think medical science tells us that this chemical dopamine gets released. It's kind of the happy hormone, and I think there are benefits of laughter. I think the science tells us that it can possibly reduce blood pressure. It can reduce anxiety. It could actually be a natural antidepressant. So I want to encourage you to find something that makes you laugh. Just releases such a lightness and a joy about yourselves, because when we focus on the negative, it's difficult, but when we have opportunities to laugh, we get lifted. God bless.